Yes, Paula, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so Paula, what topic are you starting from?
I'm starting from the very beginning.
Okay, good. Okay, so please, I want the class active. You can use the chat box if people are not willing to speak, but just teach on, okay?
Okay, ma.
Yeah, and slowly so people can understand you.
All right, ma.
Thank you.
So we're starting number sense and problem solving. So the first lesson we'll look at is to compare and order numbers. So we start with the place value. Now the value of a number depends on the place value of its digit. So the place value, as you can see from the diagram here, okay, so we have the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, and so on. So in the chart we can see one has the greatest value. Why? Because its place value is thousands. So the number will be read as 1,479. Okay, so this is the place value for numbers. So we always start from the right. We have the first digit here, 9, standing for the ones, 7 is standing for the tens, and then 4 is in the place value of hundreds, and 1 is in the place value of thousands. So we also need to remember this for subsequent classes, the inequality symbols. This means less than, while this with the bar below it means less than or equal to. This one means greater than, and then this other one with the bar below it means greater than or equal to. So we'll still look at this in subsequent classes. So, but what do we pick from here? We need to remember this place value. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, million. So now, comparing and ordering values. To order numbers, you need to compare the value of their digit. So to know which number comes first, what we compare is the value of their digit. So what we first of all do to compare numbers is to align the place values of the numbers we are comparing. So we start at the left and compare the value of the first digit of each number. So to do this, we have some examples we are going to follow. So the first example says, which number is larger? So they want us to pick the biggest number. So what do? We pick both numbers and align them. So we have the place value for the ones, the hundred. So the ones will be 5, 8. The tens will be 0, 9. The hundreds will be 2, 1. So we align this way and then we start from the left to see which is which has a bigger number. Now this is at the hundredths position. So when we look at the numbers, 1 is less than 2. So this means 205 is the larger number. So is this clear? I would like to see comments in the comment section. So in the chat box, so I know we are together. Okay, thank you so much, Estelle. Now for the second one, same thing, we align them together. The ones in the ones position, the tens in the tens position, and then the 100 in the 100 position. So like we said, start from the left. When we start from the left, the 100 position, we see that both values are the same. Since both values are the same, we can't compare at this place value. So we move to the next place value. On the next place value, we also compare both of them. Which is bigger? Because the question is asking for which of the number is larger. So when you look at this, we have 2 and 3. Of course, 3 is bigger than 2. So what does that tell us? The one below is the bigger number. So we have that to be 435. Now we move to the third one. Same thing, we align and then we check each place value. So we have 2, 9, 1, 9, 5, 4. So when we check the first from the left, we see that 5 is bigger than 4, and so the first one is bigger. So the correct answer for 3 is A. Then if you move to 4, for 4, we are to identify the larger number. So same thing, just as we have been doing, we pick the ones, 4 and 8, align them together. We pick the tens, 7 and 8, align them together. And then we pick the 100, 6 and 6. Now we start from the left still. When we look at the digits on the 100 position, they are the same. So we can't conclude from this. So we move one step left. So when we pick this, 7 and 8, which is bigger? Of course, 8 is bigger. So this makes the number below to be the bigger number. So 688 is the bigger number. Are we together? Thank you, Estelle. So for the fifth one, same thing, we align the ones, we align the tens, we align the hundreds, and then we align the thousands. So same thing, we start from the left. Now for the thousand, the digits in the thousand position, they are the same, so we can't make our decision here. So we move one step to the right. If you pick the next one, same thing, the digits are the same, so we can't make our decision here. We move one step again. So when we move one step again, we are here. Now the digits are no longer the same, so we look at which has the higher value, which is higher. So 5 is higher, and so this makes the first number the higher value. So leaving us with A. So is this clear? Thank you. So let me erase this and then we go on. So we have more examples. For this first one, it says place the numbers in ascending order. So when we talk of ascending order, we mean from the smallest down to the biggest. So the biggest should come last. So ascending means you are starting small and going to the highest value. So same way, we can align them with the place value so that we have, if I pick the first one, on the ones position we have 2, on the tens position we have 7, so we can just arrange them that way. On the ones position for the second one we have 8, on the tens position we have 5, on the ones position for the next one we have 5, on the tens position we have 8, on the ones position we have 1, on the tens position we have 9. So remember, we are to pick from the smallest to the biggest, because that is what the question says, ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. So we look at the digit. Remember, we always start from the left. So we look at the digits here. Which is the smallest? Of course, the smallest is, we have 7, 5, 8, and 9. The smallest is 5. Since there is no repetition, yes, thank you, Estelle. 5 is the smallest. So we have that since there is no repetition of 5, we pick this to be the smallest. So this is already out. So the next numbers we have to deal with is 7, 8, and 9. So what is the next number after 5? What's the next smallest number after 5? 7. Good. So there is no repetition of 7, so we are picking this to become the next number. So we have 72. So that is also out. What is the next smallest number? 8. Good. So no repetition for 8. So we have 85. And then finally, this is the last one. So we have it to be 91. So this is the answer in ascending order. So anytime you see ascending order, it's saying from the smallest down to the biggest. So for the second one, we do the same to arrange from the least to the greatest. So that's the same thing for ascending order, from the smallest to the greatest. So if we align them, we have 1, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 9, 1, 2, 8. So same thing, we start from the left. But now in this case, when we look at the 100 position, all of them are the same. They are all 1, 1, 1, 1. So that means we have to move to the next place position. So we move here. When we move here, which number is the smallest? Which number is the least? Yes, we are on this column now. So which number is the least? Okay, I'm waiting for a response. Okay, I was trying to ask for the least. Okay, good. That's correct. But I was trying to ask, you have 1, 2, 1, and 9. So I was trying to ask which of these is the least. Of course, 1 is smaller than 2. So we pick the one with 1. Of course, we have 2 of them. So which will come before which? That takes us down to the numbers in the ones position. So which is smaller? We know it's the 5, so we have the least number there is 115. Oh, so sorry about that. Okay, where are we? So sorry about that. Let me rewrite. So we have 115, 123, 119, 128. So like we said, when we look at for the 1s, the smallest is 115. And then the next will have to be this 119. So we are left with, so this is out and this is also out. We are left with these two. Same thing, the first two digits are the same. So what we consider is the third one, the ones position, which is smaller, the one with 3. And so we have 1, 2, 3. And then we have 1, 2, 8. So is this clear? Okay, thank you. So can we try the fourth one? Can we try the fourth one? Okay, sorry. Okay. So this one. So it says from the smallest to the largest. So once you get your answer, just send it as a message. I'll see it. Okay, Sierra, yes, the list is not yet complete. Okay, that's correct. So thank you so much, everyone. That's correct. Okay, so for the fifth one, we can do that together. Or should I let you try the fifth one too? Yes. So try the fifth one too. So try the fifth one too. Okay. Thank you, everyone. That's correct. So that means we are following. So now we move to the next one, examples on place value. Now this says find the digits at the 100,000 place in this digit. So like we said, you can write them out, and then if you remember the chart I showed us earlier, so maybe let me go back to that chart. So let me go back to the chart so that we can remember. So for the chart, we had the ones. So from behind, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, ten thousands, hundred thousands, and then millions. So if you have a negative part to this, of course, immediately after the negative number, immediately after the decimal, sorry, if you have a decimal to this, immediately after the decimal, you have tenth. It's like the ones is what divides it. After the ones, you have tenths, but after the decimal, you have tenth. There's a th attached to it. After tenths here, you have hundreds, but here you have hundreds with a th attached to it. Hundreds. So same thing, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, millions, like that with th, because you are going in the after the decimal. So okay, so yes, let's go back to the place value. Okay, somebody is already answering, so let's see if you are right. So this is 5, 7, 2, 8, 3, 9, and 1. So we are looking for the digit at the 100,000 place. So this is in the ones position, in the tens position, in the 100 position, 1,000 position, tens of thousand position, and then this is what? 100,000 position. So is this clear? Yes, Sierra, thank you. That's correct. So B is the correct answer. So is this clear? Okay, so we move on. So for the next one, it says find the digit at the tens place. So what will be the digit at the tens place? So we can write it clearly so that everybody sees the number. So to locate the ones, we start from the last digit. So this is in the ones position, and we want the tens position, so that will be 0. Okay, so for number 2, the answer is A, which is 0. So 0 is the number at the tens place. So we move to the third one. It says find the digit at the ones place. So can everybody find this? What digit is at the ones place? Okay, thank you, Sierra. So Estelle, what digit is at the ones place? Okay. Okay, 1, yes, that's correct. So 1 is at the ones place. So for the fourth one, we want to know what digit is at the millions place. So we can write it out, and then we have this. So 4 is at the ones, 1 is at the tens, 2 is at the hundreds, thousands, tens of thousand, hundreds of thousand, million. So correct. Yes. Thank you so much. I can see the answer in the comments, in the via messages. So A is the correct answer here. Yes, thank you. So yes, can we do number 5? The digits at the thousands place. Okay. 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 So let's try to do it. I can see your answers. So if we do this, if we rewrite it, just so that it will be clear enough. So 7 is at the ones position, tens position, 100 position, and 1000 position. So 9 is the one at the 1000 position. So 4 is 100,000 and not 1000. Okay, so is this clear? So the correct answer there is C, which is 9. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we go on. Now, can we try 6? Find the digits at the hundreds place. Okay, I can see your answers, Sierra. So let me wait for one more person. Okay. Okay. So let's do it together. So we must remember how the place value, what follows what in the place value from 1. So we have that this is the ones, this is the tens. So it doesn't change, it always remains that way. So if you can remember this, it will help us to get the right answer always. So this is the, let me write this properly. Hundreds. This is 1,000. And so on. 10,000, 100,000, million. But what they asked here was, they asked for the digit in the hundreds place. So the digit in the hundreds place is 6. So 5 is in the tens position. So is this clear? So the correct answer there should be B. Should be B, which is 6. So is this clear? Okay. Estelle, is this clear? Or should I explain again? Okay, okay. So we can go on. Okay, more for us to try. Find the digits at the hundreds place in that number. So what number will be in the hundreds place? Okay, I can see Estelle's answer. Okay, good. So that's correct. You have ones, tens, and then the hundred. The number at the hundred place is 2. Yes, the second one, the digit at the millions place. What digit is at the millions place? Okay. Okay, correct. So thank you. Yes, let's do this too. The digit at the ones place. Number 3 now. What is the digit at the ones place? At the ones place. Okay, we are working on the third one. Okay. Okay. Yes, so that's correct. So the digit there at the ones position is 7. Yes, the fourth one. The digit at the thousands place. Okay. Um Now we are at question 4. So maybe let me put a pen. Question 4. The digit at the thousands place. Okay. So yes, that's correct. So 4 is the correct answer, which is A. So thank you. So now we go to rounding numbers. Okay. Now we also need place value when it comes to rounding of numbers. So how do we round numbers? Now we first of all locate the place value that we want to round to. Then we look at the place value to the right. So if we have located the place value we want to round to, what we now do next is to look at the digits to the right of that place value. If it is 5 or greater than 5, what do we mean by greater than 5? If that number to the right of it is either numbers greater than 5 includes 6, 7, 8, and 9. If the number is either 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, what we do is to round up. And what does rounding up means? We add 1 to the place value, to the digits in the place value where we are. But if that digit is less than 5, what are the digits less than 5? We just have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if the digit is between 0 and 4, then we don't do anything. We leave the place value, the digit in the place value we are working with, the same way. So we'll see an example now. This example says we should round 2451 to the nearest 100. So the first thing we said, just as we said in our step 1, is to locate that place value. So we locate where 100 place is. So if we rewrite this, this is 2, 4, 5, and 1. So at the first position, this is our ones, this is our tens, our 100 is 4. So that's the first step. Locate the place value that you want to round to. Then the next step is to check the digits to the right. So to the right of 4 is this digit. What is the value? 5. So we say once the value is 5, from 5 above. 5 above means we are at 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Once the number is between these, we round up. That means we add 1 to these digits. So since this number is 5, it qualifies for us to round up. So rounding up means we add 1 to whatever number is here. So if we add 1 to 4, we have 5. So what do we do to the numbers to the right? We replace them with 0. Remember, you check the number to the right. Is it up to 5? Yes. If it is up to 5, round up. Then what do you do to them after rounding up? Change them to 0. So we have 2 of them here. So we change them to 0 to maintain our place value. Then what about the number to the left? Leave them the same way. Don't change them. So now, rounding 2451 to the nearest 100 gives us 2,500. So is this clear? Okay, thank you, Estelle. So let's pick another example. So this is just the explanation. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Now, the next one we have, it says round 643 to the nearest 100. So like we said, the first thing to do is locate your place value. So what is the place value we want to round to? 100. What number is in the 100 position? We know this is ones, tens, and 6 is in the 100 position. So we check, what is the number to the right of 6? Is it 5 and above? No, the number is not up to 5. So we said once the number is not up to 5, leave it the way it is. So our place, the digit in the 100 position remains the same. You don't add 1. You only add 1 when the number to the right is from 5 above. Since this number is less than 5, we don't do anything. So we leave 6 the way it is. And then what happens to these numbers to the right? We replace them with 0, 0. We do this to maintain place value. Good. So the correct answer there will be A. Since there is no number to the left of 6, so we just leave it like that. So the correct answer is A. So thank you. So for the second one, we have 49. We want to round 49 to the nearest tens. So same thing, we locate the tens position. So 4 is in the tens position. We look at the digit to the right of 10, to the right of 4. Is it up to 5? Yes, it is even more than 5. So what do? We add 1 to this digit. So this becomes what? 5. And then what do we do to that number to the right? We replace with 0. And so that gives us option B as the correct answer. Yes, thank you. So the third one, we are to round that to the nearest 100. So same thing, we locate the digit in the 100 position. The digit in the 100 position here is 8. We look at the number to the right. Is it up to 5? Yes, it is even more than 5. So what do? We add 1. So this becomes 9. And then what happens to the digits to the right? We'll replace them with 0, 0. Okay, so that leaves us with option B as the correct answer. So we move to the fourth one. So can we try the fourth one? Okay. So what is the correct answer? Okay, I can see Sierra's answer. Okay. Okay, so we chose B, and that's correct because 2 is not up to 5. So we can't round up, so we have 390. Yes, for the fifth one, what's the correct answer? To the nearest 100. Okay. Okay, I can see Estelle's answer. Okay, so thank you. So B is the correct answer. Why? Because you have 1 is in the 100 position. So you check the number to the right, it is up to, so add 1 here. You have 2, 2, and then replace others with 0. So thank you so much. Okay, so can we try the first one here? It says we should round this to the nearest 100,000. Okay, I can see Sierra's answer. Okay, others, I would also love to see your answer. You can send it. Okay, okay. So let's try to do it together. We have 1, 5, 4, 3, 9, 7, 6. Okay. So we have this to be ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So this is the digit in the 100,000 position. So we check the number to the right. Of course, it's not up to. So we have 1, 5, and then replace others with 0, 0. So we are all correct, yes. So thank you. So others, I would also love to see your answer. You can send it as a message. Yes, so can we try question 2 here? Okay, somebody is asking a question. Yes, the 4 stays the same. That's why I looked at D. No, remember what you are looking at is the 100,000. What stays the same is the one at the 100,000 position. You have already looked at 4, so you replace with 0. The only one that stays the same is any digit to the left of your place value. So is that clear, Sierra? Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, so for the second one, we'll wait for you, Sierra, to get the answer. I'm seeing Estelle's answer. So let's wait for yours and then we decide if it's correct or not. So it's the nearest 100,000. Okay, so that's correct. Why? Because we have the digit there to be 3. No problem. So we look at 5. 5 is up to. So we add 1 here. So what remains the same is the number to the left. So 2, and then 1 plus 3 gives us 4. And then we replace others with 0, 0. So option B here is the correct answer. So the third one, this says to the nearest 100,000. Okay, so I'm waiting for our answer for the third one. Hello, are we still together? Can we try the third one? Okay. Okay, the third one, I can see someone's answer. So we have 100,000. So the digits in the 100,000 position is 7. And so we check the number to the right is 2. 2 is not up to 5, so we leave 7 the same way. So we have 4, 7. Yes, thank you. And then replace others with 0, 0. So thank you so much. I think we can just move from here if we can do. Now, what if we have the decimal numbers? How do we do that? So like I said, immediately after the decimal, the first digit is what is in the is what is 10th, in the 10th position. So the 10th has th, then 100 with th, like that. So round this to the 10th place. So same thing, we have 3.75. So the digit in the 10th position is this. So what we do, we check the number to the right, just like we do. So is it up to? Yes. Add 1 to 7. So we have it to be 8 and then leave what is to the left the same, make everything to the right 0. So we have 3.80. Yes, thank you. So the correct option there. Okay, I didn't give us the options. So the correct option there is B, 3.8. Why? Because after the decimal, the last zeros can be discarded. So 3.80 is same thing as just writing 3.8. You can discard the last 0. So is this clear? Okay, thank you. So the next one. Okay, thank you. It says round this to the ones place. So the same way, if we write that clearly, we have 5.908 to the ones place. What digit is in the ones place? Yes, send a message. What digit is in the ones place? Okay. Okay, now be careful. Ones place. Remember, immediately after your decimal, this is tenth, hundredth, thousandth. So ones place will be this digit, 5. So the ones is the number before the decimal point. Okay? Is this clear? Yes, yes. So the ones place is 5. So we look at the number. Yes, yes, yes. So we look at the number to the right. So the number to the right is up to is more than 5. So we add 1 to 5 to make it 6. Of course, there's a decimal point there. Then every other thing will become 0, 0, 0. So like I said, we can discard the 0 once there's no number after it. If there was a number 1 here, we can't discard. But since there's no number, we can discard this 0. Also discard this 0. And discard this 0. So automatically the decimal point goes. And so the correct answer is B. So is this clear? Yes, I can see. Yes. So that's clear. Yes. Okay, this says a calculator displays reads this. Round this to the nearest 100. So let me give you the option before zooming. So what would this be to the nearest hundredths? Okay. Okay, correct. That's correct. Thank you so much. So the digit in the hundredths position is 2, and the digit to the right of it is 8. So we add 1 to 2 to become 3. Then 85710 are zeros. Since they are zeros after decimal, we can discard them to just have 0.4. Okay, the fifth one. Yes, can we round this to the nearest thousand? Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay. Okay. Okay, so if we are to do this together, to look at it, let me write it out. So we have 0 point, we have 4 of the 6, and then 7. So immediately after the decimal, we have the 10th, 100th, and then 1000. So this is the digit in the thousands position. So what do we do? Check the number to the right. Is it up to 5? Yes, it is even more than, so we add 1 here. So what happens to all the others? They become 0, 0. So the digit here becomes 7. And what happens to the digit before it? We leave them the same way. So like we said, the last zeros can be discarded as long as there's no digits with them. There's no number from 1 above with them. Okay, thank you, Estelle. So that leaves us with option A. So thank you. So let me see if we still have a question that you can try before we go. Okay, question 6. So try 6. So try question 6. So that will be the last question we'll work on today. Okay, A. So to the nearest 10th. Yes, that's correct. That is very correct. Okay, so thank you everyone. So but there are some practice question. I don't know if we could take. Yes, thank you. So probably you could take a screenshot. These are practice questions that you can practice on your own. So maybe let's take just this. So if you can take a screenshot so that you can practice this since the time is up. So thank you everyone for your time. I hope to see you in the next class. All right. Thank you. See you in the next class. So I believe everybody have the question now so that I can stop sharing. So I'll see all of you in the next class. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you, Ciara. I also look forward to seeing you in the next class. Yes, thanks. Bye-bye. Thank you, Ciara. See you in the next class.